Good morning and welcome to another episode of Mornings with Pomplamoose every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning.
Today we are playing Name That Century.
Here on these 10 cards, we have different historical events. One per century between 1000 and 2000. Name that century for the given event. We've got to put them in order on this here board.
I feel like we should just call all of these games game that Pomplamoose will be embarrassingly bad at.
That's a good title. That's a good framework.
Involving centuries. Century edition.
Pomplamoose is bad at history. Pomplamoose is bad at tasting.
Come on, just be bad at stuff in the morning. You'll feel so great about your day.
European lords build first castle to defend their lands.
I'm gonna guess that's somewhere in the
1000,
1200s.
1200, yeah. The Black Death comes to Western Europe and kills an estimated 30 to 60% of the entire European population. That's in the 1300s, right?
Dark. I don't know. My Middle Ages are a little rusty.
Here's the next event. Christopher Columbus discovers the Americas. No problem. Do you know when that is? Natalie grew up in Europe.
Columbus sailed the ocean blue in, was it 1592?
I know the answer. 1492. 1492. The 30 Years' War. Oh, God. Charles Darwin publishes On the Origin of Species. I think that's the 1800s.
That sounds great.
Henry I becomes King of England following the death of his brother William II.
Maybe in the 1700s?
I have no idea. You should know this.
What?
Martin Luther publishes his 95 Theses starting the Protestant Reformation in Europe.
I think that was in I want to say the 1500s, but it might have been the 1600s. I don't know.
Genghis Khan is declared Great Khan of the Mongols.
1900. I'm going to go with 1900 on that one. This really makes me wish that I had read, a
History
book.
Books?
Just a book. Would have been great. Should have read one at some point in my life.
All right, we got a couple in the can here. The moon landing, Apollo 11.
Definitely 1800s.
Right, definitely
on
1600s
that
on that one. Here we go. Last one. U.S. Declaration of Independence signing. 1776. I remember that one. All right, I'm going to put ours in the can that are in the can.
So 1776.
The moon landing, that's the most in the can
Most
of
in
all
the
of
can.
these. I'm saying moon landing is in the 1900s. Christopher Columbus discovers the Americas. That's going to go in the 1400s. That's here.
Good for you for remembering poems.
Charles Darwin
Columbus
publishes On the
sailed
Origin
the
of
ocean
Species.
blue in 782? What? How? It could be anything.
Darwin, I believe, was
Darwin?
the 1800. U.S. Declaration of Independence was 1776, I believe. I'm going 1776, Declaration of Independence. No doubt we know the last 3 centuries.
Was it definitely in the 1700s?
Was not in the 1800s and was not in the 1600s.
Okay.
Definitely, I think it was
Okay.
1776, if I remember.
By the way, don't be taking your SATs while watching this portion of the show. You should wait till we look at the results at the end. So far, we have learned nothing. We have learned nothing.
Wait, we've learned 4 things.
Maybe. You have a very high level of certainty for things.
I'm pretty confident. Wait, that is not true. I am such a skeptic.
I know, but when you play games, you're kind of
right.
like, here's the answer.
I'm pretty confident.
Let's move ahead.
When it comes to games.
Yeah. Okay, the oldest sounding thing sounds like Khan, doesn't it? Doesn't Khan sound like the oldest thing? And then I'm gonna say the second oldest thing sounds like castles. I'm gonna go Khan oldest, second oldest thing, castles.
That's pretty good strategy.
Thank you.
Okay, so if Genghis Khan is super old, lords, castles is less
Those
old.
are really, yeah. I'm gonna
Black
say
Death
that's-
comes to Europe, I'm going 1300s there. 1300s on Black Death.
We've got Martin Luther,
We got 3
Henry
left.
the First.
Yep, so we have
Okay.
1500, 1600, and 1200.
Okay, Martin Luther in the 1600s, because wasn't the press, the Bible, the press, the first?
That feels
I'm going,
approximately
okay,
right.
I'm gonna go with
1600s?
1600s, Henry the First in the
1500s.
1500s, and the 30 Years' War is whatever's left. I'm gonna say it was between 1220 and 1250.
1200s was not Martin Luther publishing the 95 Theses.
No, definitely not.
So we're going, no, I'm putting them up there.
Why?
You stay seated.
Oh, gosh. He's so controlling.
No, it's just that if they can't see your face when you're standing up there.
Okay,
And I want
I guess
everybody
that's
to be able to
true.
see your pretty face.
but then they could see my butt, which is also kind of great. Sorry.
Okay, you can go stand up. Henry the becomes king of
You
England.
said 1500s for that one.
I'm going 1500s.
And then 1200s
On the 30 Years
on
War?
the 30 Years' War. I
Official
mostly
vote.
want to swap moon landing with the 20 Years' War.
Right.
But there wasn't a 20 Years' War. There was
Yeah.
only a 30 Years' War. Great unveiling! Nothing happens. We take out a computer and find out.
Here we go. Don't look. You look there. I'm going to tell you.
So weird. So weird.
Oh, no!
Did we lose it everything?
1000s. European lords build the first castles.
Was in the 1000s?
So we're only 100 years off. That's actually not bad.
They were still building castles
Okay.
in the 1100s.
1100s. Henry the becomes king.
Seriously?
Yep. What did we say for that? We said 1500s.
I was thinking of Louis the Fifth. That's the confusion.
1200s.
So, yeah,
Genghis Khan. We
Okay.
were 200 years off. Not bad.
that's not bad.
It's pretty close.
That's fine.
I mean, 200 years.
I'm gonna say I got that one right.
1300s. Black Plague hits Europe.
Wow!
Black Plague. 1300s.
You win! You win the 1300s! Tell him what he wins. Nothing. Good
Sorry,
work.
I was doing happy
Good
dance.
work.
1492. Christopher Columbus discovers America.
Nice work.
1500. Martin Luther releases 95 Theses. So we were 100 years off on that. We said it was
Damn it.
1600.
I'd like a replay on this, but my first guess was 1500s on Martin Luther, and then I switched it to 1600.
1600s.
No points.
Oh no!
What was 1600s?
30 Years War.
Seriously?
That's really embarrassing.
Wow. I just don't know anyone from the 30 Years War. If I did, then they would have told me, and I'd have been like, yeah, that sucked.
I hope
back
my
then
history teachers are
during
not
that
watching.
War.
They would be so mad at me.
This episode should be called Two Stanford Grads Try to Do History.
1800s Charles Darwin, 1900s moon landing, we crushed the rest. So, let's see, we got Black Death, Columbus, Declaration of Independence, Charles Darwin, and moon landing. And we were pretty close on some of them, and we were
So a monkey would have done probably as well.
way worse than us.
Worse?
Way worse than
Wouldn't
us.
have gotten 50%.
No way.
Okay, great.
No, we did way better than a monkey.
Suck it, monkey.
Thank you for watching Mornings with Pomplamoose. We will see you next time.
Bye!